Right, we're in the ancient forest. Loads of trees around. Got Elvis with me. Yeah, lots and lots of trees. It's probably about 6:30 at night now that we're coming in here. So, or getting on for 7 actually. So it'll be getting dark soon. But we're going to go and find the bluebells, the bluebell wood part of the forest. Some parts of it haven't got any bluebells, like there. And as you can see, we get into other parts and the bluebells are quite, they're standing out a little bit more. So we've got a little bridge here. You can hear the birds are still awake, so that's a good sign that the sun's still up. A few bluebells over there. Go across the bridge. Control. Don't know how old these woods are, but I'm getting some information and it should tell me how old the woods are, so I'll be able to put that on a voiceover when I edit this video. But at the moment I'm not sure how old, but all I know is that bluebells don't grow in woods that aren't ancient, apparently. That's what I read. So you'll know it's an ancient wood because you've got bluebells and wood anemones, which are the little white things that grow in spring. So I got this path. It's quite quiet. There was a lot of people about, but not at the moment. Now we're getting into the part of the forest where all the bluebells are. Strangely, this part of the forest is the most carpeted and they smell really strong, really lovely. Now these bluebells down here are our native bluebells. They've got the little yellow bits inside. The non-native ones have got a purple bit inside, and they don't droop over like our native ones. They droop over, but the non-native bluebells don't droop over like that, and they're more like a lighter blue than a purple or mauve, lilac should I say. So yeah, these are all native, but you might see a few that aren't, so we'll keep our eyes peeled for bluebells that aren't from like a native bluebell, because you can tell by the frilly bottoms the way they curl up. Oh, the smell is so strong. It's lovely. It's really lovely here. The crows, hear them a mile off. As the path goes round, some bluebells down there, and the path just keeps going round. So this forest or wood, we don't know what its history is as of yet, but I have heard that it's possibly haunted. Ghosts, and I mean I've heard horses' hooves in here when there's no horse about, but some might say that it was probably deer, but it sounded just like metal horseshoes on the ground. It didn't sound like deer to me. So make of that what you will. It's certainly not a place I'd want to be on my own or at night. But as it's dusk, it's getting late, so it's getting dusk. So it's always lovely tree there. It's always had a creepy feel about it. These woods, it's always made me feel creepy. I don't know what it is, but yeah. And this little path goes round all the big thick trees. A lot of them are protected, therefore the little discs means you can't cut them down. So hopefully a lot of them are protected and this space will be protected forever and enjoyed by lots of people. We're just walking through a little alleyway, and ahead of me, I don't know whether you can see it, but there's a deer. Where that leaf is, just look up from the leaf to the left. He's there. But it's not obvious because I was just thinking, oh, people say there's deers in these woods, but I never see any. And there he is. Can you see him?
Yeah.
He's walking over there now. There's just one, I think.
The youngster.
Yeah, he doesn't even know. Oh, look, he's grooming himself. Oh, wow, he's a little baby. Look, there he goes. He's heard us now. He's off.
No, he's not gone too far.
He knows we're here. He's right over there. He's looking right at me. So this hearing is so sensitive. He's looking. He's right. See the branch that comes down? I can put my finger in the way. There. And the branch. He's just above the branch. He's eating now. Isn't he? Just above the branch. He's a bit scared. He doesn't know which way to go, whether to stay still and not look obvious or to make a run for it. But it's the first deer I've seen. There's a rabbit over there. It's the first deer I've seen near this woods so far. Is it yours?
Yeah. Well, that's my second because there's one over the other side of the wood.
Oh, right.
That I saw some time ago.
But I've never seen one in this field before.
Not in this field, I haven't, no.
But we might see some more because it's time of night for deer, so let's have a look. What?
That's probably owls. Not the other.
In this part of the forest, we hear a lot of owls, sometimes in the daytime, and often as it's getting dusk like it is now, we hear them in the trees. And that's what we're looking for, trying to look for the owls. Lots of things to see. At this point it was getting quite dark in the woods, but we kept on this trail. It was quite high. We're up in the valley's down below, and we're up on the sort of peak of the valley along here. So as we walk along, we're trying to just follow one of the trails that goes along. There's a lot of woods and a lot of woodland in the way, but yeah, it's a really interesting way to go. There's a lot of mud, a lot of slippery bits, but we gradually made our way through, which is quite good. This part of the forest is quite dense. The field edges this beautiful, the forest edges this beautiful field. As you can see in the distance, the sun's gone down. So we've just got some orangey, purpley bits in the sky. It's so pretty. And as it's getting darker, the woods get eerier. They get really eerie at night. So go back through this little hole here on the bluebells. You can hear some guns, hear some shooting in the distance. It's quite creepy at night. When the sun's shining, it's quite a lovely place to be. But then when it's getting dark, it does turn quite eerie. And you can understand any possible ghost stories that might come across from it. I've seen a couple of people about, but not many. So quite, we heard an owl just a minute ago up in the trees. Oh, I can hear the pheasant again. There's a pheasant that's always in this woods, or he's in the fields, and we always hear him. And I've only seen him once. Little pheasant. He's really cute. Yeah, so we've gone round quite a long way. So we'll be coming out. Look at this tree here, look. It's actually absolutely been uprooted. To watch, I don't tread on any bluebells here. The whole tree's just come down. Look. You wouldn't think it, would you? Look how big that root is. Yeah, look. Gunshot. Someone's shooting something in the distance. Another fallen tree. Holes where gnomes would live, sure. We can hear some birds, but I don't think it's now. So go back through this way. There's lots of roots and lots of tree branches down here. And as we come out of the canopy of the trees, it's getting a bit lighter now. Some bluebells. Classical look of the bluebells around the tree. So pretty. Really pretty. Through the trees up there, I can see a little bright star. I don't know whether you can see it actually. So the bright star or planet. Yeah, it is up there in the gap. I'm not sure if it's a planet or a star. It's very eerie here. Very quiet. And the buds. Buds on there. Oh, can't focus it. Yeah. It's really dark now. You can hear the birds still, but I can't see much in front of us now. So we're going to go out of the wood Haven't heard any strange noises other than, you know, the sound of the woods, but it is quite creepy, as you can see. It's really dark now, it's really creepy in here. Still see the bluebells. What's in there? What? Yeah, boxes in there, but there's nothing behind us now. You would not want to be walking around here at night. It's just the feel of the place. I mean, whether you believe in ghosts or not, a certain place has a certain atmosphere, a certain something to it, and this wood certainly has that. Some places feel quite nice, some places feel quite eerie. What have you seen? There's bluebells down there. And we can smell the bluebells, which is quite a nice smell. But you can also smell the earthiness of the wood as well. So luckily we're on the path to go out now. But I can imagine if you got trapped here, you know, you lost your way and you were here at night without a torch, you'd be in trouble. But the canopy of the trees, now the leaves are on the trees, makes it a lot darker. But we're getting light evenings now. We come out for our exercise today. I can hear the pheasant over there again.